Hello viewers, and welcome back to Allayi on Endless. We have one of the two capitals required to achieve a victory by supremacy. It's a desperate hope. But you know what? At this point, we'll take any kind of hope we can get. Alright, so I did review the footage. Here's what I determined. What is this? Gogthal? It's an H. Gogthal is definitely not Red's capital. What I do know about Red's capital is that it's, I don't know, over here somewhere, possibly. Yeah, I know, it's not the answer I was hoping for either. So, our priorities for now. Number one, we have to continue shipping enough troops to the southern border to keep Pink from taking Glea. Red is going to finish Pink off for us. I don't know that I'll be able to finish Pink off given the rate at which they are producing troops. But maybe if Red takes these two regions first, and their income falls enough, maybe we can snatch this city up. We've had pretty good approval for a while, and it's probably the case that I should have taken these regions at some point. I don't think doing it now is probably going to matter. Alright, so work on guys, work on guys. We have a spare army. Let's see if we can negotiate open borders with Red, do a little bit of scouting, try to find their capital. I'm sure that will not look suspicious at all. Hey, you. Open borders? How about... Nope. Wow, really? They really want into our border. Like... Huh. They went into our border so badly they trade 21 pearls for it, although not any of their other resources. Let's talk about tech. Wow, they'd be willing to trade us a Guardian tech. The AI puts a serious premium on these, at least in my experience. Okay, this one decreases the bar at least by an amount that's visible. Wait, really? They really want into our borders. Hold up, yeah, how about, what? Give me a moment to confer with my advisors. How many techs do we need to... We need all of them. We need 9 techs to get into the final era. Okay. I guess this has to be either because she wants to go back to pillaging me, which is a price I'm totally willing to pay, or because she wants to use my territory as a conduit for defeating Pink. Peace? She won't do peace. Do I want to drop one of these for peace? Would that work? What if peace but not allies? Okay, it looks like we definitely can't get 9 techs this way. But like, what if they just give us enough technology that we can have, you know, a difference engine? Let's drop this. Let's try to take from them cheap techs. What's cheap but relatively useful? Unexpected allies is something that I would definitely have use for. Advanced armor, like this stuff is all garbage, but this is very interesting. If we can get enough technology from them, we can attempt to pursue a tech victory ourselves. Oh, you know what? I've got a really good idea. Maybe not really good, but I've got an okay idea. So of these two, which do I want? I think I'd rather have industry. Let's check the cities tab. I'm producing a lot more dust than industry. Although to be fair, I do have a lot of people on dust, and these people would all be getting moved to science. So let's do that and see what it looks like. If I were going to push hard for a science victory, all the people who are on dust in the various cities would move to science. So 354. It does look like doubling our industry has a bigger effect than doubling our dust, I think. Okay, so that's what we'll take then. Yeah, sorry to keep putting you on hold here. I assume that this important diplomatic negotiation is taking place over the phone. Probably a landline phone, you know, with a little spirally cord. Alright, so then we'll take something, you know, we'll take a couple of low-level techs. Yeah, sure, that one's good. So this is a lot of influence. Let me tell you my brilliant plan. We're gonna do this. Peace, open borders, everything. I can't believe that worked. I'm overjoyed. Alright, well that means we really don't have to worry about anything from the north, so let's keep moving citizens, or keep moving armies down to the south. And then we're going to use the delvers that are in the capital right now to get a move on into Red's territory and see if we can't suss out where the capital is. So let's have you go this way, and you go this way. This is going to slightly negative affect my income. So each army has an upkeep cost, regardless of the units in the army. So this is for 4 armies now, 4 upkeep costs, in addition to the upkeep cost for each unit. But we're doing all right. The capital, we need science stockpiles. I don't think I want to burn them yet, because I'll want to wait until we get the unique building in the capital that doubles science output. But we'll definitely need some stockpiles. I don't know that I've ever seen the AI buy one, but I'm going to buy these right now, just in case. Alright, yeah, we'll just hold on to those. And I guess we do have to keep... All of this is for naught if Pink cripples our empire. And Gleca's an important city, so... Let's not push it. Let's keep producing military units. Alright, who still needs orders? Oh, yeah, I have guys over here doing stuff. Right. And then you'll want to come down here and do this. We got 7 turns until winter. Oh, you guys can sit. Okay, so we're going to fan out and try to find Red's capital. Oh, what is this now? Oh, yeah. I am close to a science victory, that's true. I feel a little silly about it, but also, what's the word? There's a word in English that you can use to describe a person in my situation. Desperate. Desperate is the word I was thinking. For the love of God, find me a way out of this game. Alright, let's push along, I guess, on this, this quest victory. It's coming. It's coming slowly but surely. This is another one of those places where it would be really good to have expanded the cities a little bit, but I have other things that the pearls need. Other things for which the pearls are needed, is what I'm trying to express there. That's the idea. Alright, hurry. You'll have a monk in another turn. You'll have a monk in another turn. Then we'll be up to 7. Yeah, science stockpiles, that's a good idea. How long does it take? Well, we should probably let them finish their ward. Maybe 4 turns. Okay. I'm understandably, pretty nervous. Listen, I'm telling you that it's understandable. It would probably be pretty bad manners to use pillage on the luxury extractor of the guy who just taught you how pillaging works. He's definitely going to get salty with us about having troops in his territory. And, you know, too bad. Too bad is what I say about that. We do not have time to not have troops in your territory. Tame. Got it. Well, now we can draw back the troops. All three of these cities are in reinforcement distance of each other, I think. Euro might be slightly outside, but it's a bad situation no matter what. Marvelous Alloys is done in a turn. Oh, right. Okay, the brilliant plan. This may or may not work. Oh. Empire plan coming up in a couple of turns. We're gonna have like no. How much influence do I need to just do this? 360. All right. So here's the deal. We're gonna do to the AI what the AI always does to us. I buy marketplace access back from the roving clans, and the next turn they're like, "Oh, by the way, you are banned from the marketplace." So my borders were open to you for long enough. No, I'm just messing with you. You want my borders open? Oh my god, it's working. Yeah. Yeah, it's working. Okay, hold on. How many do I need? I have one, so I need... Oh, but I don't remember how many I took last time. We need 4 more, including 4 more plus this one. So I need to get 4 more technologies. That's not the button. That's not the button. I can understand how you might think, oh, well, I need a technology? Let's go to the technology menu. But no, that's not how it works anymore. Are you really gonna... Okay, they really don't want us to have this for some reason. Just this, too. They don't care about town criers. So we're about to have Marvelous Alloys on our own. This gives plus 10% science. I don't think we can afford to skip that one. Security theory wouldn't be bad. Is it just town criers? I think so. This is crazy. Give me something else. I don't know that we need Marvelous Armor. I think we're going to be stretching these resources so thin to equip with weapons that I don't think we can really put it to use. Yeah, I'll take State-Approved Data. That sounds pretty good. And... I could get Reaping Station, but I don't really have anything that's worth reaping, which is why we never researched it ourselves. Unexpected alloys? Allies? Unexpected alloys. Maybe I should just... This is a positive deal. Maybe I should just take this and be chill with it, because we can't really afford... Okay. Listen, I can hear you... listen, I can hear you guys typing right now. Okay, your keyboards are real loud. Hey, SB, that's not a real victory. You know what? Desperate. I got nothing to say in my own defense. This is cheesy. And I'm doing it. I'm sorry if you are a person who is not pleased with that outcome. I understand. But if the AI, like... I think I gotta take it. I confess, I admit, it's a cheap shot. But I think it's the only one we can afford. 23 turns, you say? 9's better. We'll buy some industry stockpiles off the market. Mossworm, are you about to complete your right-of-way? It's turn 153. Criminy. Well, now I know why we're not winning. These people have to be commanded by this idiot. Okay, so I feel pretty okay about the thing that just happened. Tonom's number of garrison troops is rising. I think he's building an army with which he plans to go a-conquering. Is this that army? Probably not. Okay, here we go. Merge those two together, and then we're talking. Then you got a soup going. Okay, or don't merge them together and have them just run away from each other. Alright, we're producing dust at a pretty good rate here. Let's buy a couple industry stockpiles. hit the capital with them. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, so let's also get this. +2 per citizen. And we're going to need this as well. Actually, this is probably more valuable. Yeah, okay. Keep in mind, we don't actually have 3 turns of this rate of production. It's like this because of the stockpile. So it's not actually going to complete quite that quickly. You're fine. You guys need to leave red territory fairly quickly before he gets any more angry with me, because I'm sure he's not pleased about this already. Why can't you merge into that army? There we go. Weird. I guess it wanted to make sure they completed the animation first, the travel. Go. Do this. Okay. That's weird. And you need to get out of here. You go to there. We'll just key in their moves for next turn, and then we'll pop them back in the garrison. Okay, who else needs stuff? You don't need actual orders, and you need to join up. So it looks like Pink may be attempting to, or planning to challenge me with just 3 guys? Maybe we broke him. Maybe he's, we. When I say we, of course what I mean is Red. Maybe Red broke him. Okay, let's... What is the most beneficial thing to build in this city? Honestly, none of this stuff is hugely relevant. I guess a dust refinery is going to have the most direct effect. The capital, or the population of muscle arm is so low that it's really hard to get any value out of that. If we put everybody on industry, it doesn't actually change the number of turns that much. Okay. So we want to make sure we grab the monk from Guiron pretty quickly and try to run him down so he has time to get into that battle. Remember, their units are still stronger than our units on a 1-to-1 basis. At least they're actually upgraded units. Yeah, they're not going to get there. Even if they finish moving before the fight starts, they're not going to get there. Semet Sunwana is in the capital, so we don't really need the approval. What we need is Cold Operator. So I guess let's start walking that path. I'm pretty sure that was what my plan was with him. You're in Guiron. Does Guiron need... Nope. Guiron does not need approval. So what do we want her to do then? We kind of want her to go to Inspirational Leader and then to Cold Operator as well. So inconvenient that everything goes down tiers. I guess the thing that makes the most sense with her is just to push up the right side of this thing if you want Noble's Duty. Yeah, we're just gonna head up the right side of the common tree. Suyala Tocho needs plus industry in his city. I know, I'm dealing with everything else first. So let's get Serum. There's a chance that we do not have time to finish a science victory. The fact that Red had 3 end-tier science techs ready already means that there's a pretty good possibility they were working on a 4th, and that they may well finish a 5th before we can possibly do it. So we'll take Serum, we'll push really hard to get Serum, and then once we have Serum, it might be time to try that death push for the supremacy victory. We can't win a war, but we may not have to. Alright, let's do it. So the game thinks that we are going to be absolutely slaughtered, and I can't say that that sounds crazy to me. This army we can take, no doubt. This is a little bit more of a problem. It's true they don't actually need to extend a big army out into our territory because they can fight us with their city garrison. So, if they really do bring a Guardian in, the Earth Guardian is big and slow, and we can minimize the number of times he hits us by just playing way, way, way back here. In fact, do I just want to do this? Intentionally clog up the reinforcement flags? I think I do. Okay, actually, let's do it like this, though, so that this guy can run up onto the high ground. Yep, there's that Guardian. And you guys are just on hold position. I guess it would be technically better for you to go here and you to just go here, because that way he at least gets the benefit of his forest rage. Oh right, I didn't consider the order of those units' movements. That's actually really bad. If this guy gets attacked... Yeah, he's guaranteed to get hit by the, Oh no, what are you doing? I didn't issue you a hold command. Okay. Well, this is real bad. Alright, he rerouted. The Earth Guardian has a capacity that makes him damage all of my units whenever he attacks one of my units. So, if he gets over here and hits this hero, then we're going to take a lot of unnecessary damage. Alright, the hero's going to die, that's totally fine. Now we're going to get through this battle without losing very many units, actually. This is maybe a little cheesy too. Blocking the reinforcement flags feels a little bit like a cheat. You can think of it as abusing a defensive checkpoint, or a choke point rather. Alright, well we know the Earth Guardian won't get a swing in, that's nice. And these guys still have their fortification, so that'll eat the first hit. They might not even both die. Oh, are they both gonna live even? No. No, there he goes. Okay. As far as desperate defenses go, that was weak. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't great, but we survived. A lot to be said for that. I definitely don't want to rush forward and attack because Guardian. Alright, so the Serum of Iteru is a serious number of turns away. So let's expend some stockpiles. 4 turns worth of stockpiles, that's good. And then let's also buy Moonleaf, if we can afford it. I imagine, yep. We can totally afford it, right? I know that you can only buy 10 at a time. Why did I do that? Alright, I think that was the amount we needed. Oh no, I bought 10 more than we needed. Oh well, we'll be using it again. What else do I want? Titan Bones. I have Dust Orchid running. Don't have Dust Water. Let's do... Yeah, Dustwater will totally pay for itself. And let's get the Titan Bones out, too. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Alright, that's fine. We'll finish buying our Titan Bone booster next turn. And remember, we have some bonus turns on our effect durations thanks to faction unique tech. So, alright. Later, Red. So right here, well defended, heavily fortified. It might be a good idea to get a spy in there. Nah, it won't. I won't have enough time to build up the spy's infiltration level. Alright. It'll be winter pretty soon. We can get more pearls, hopefully enough to finish the thing we're doing here. We definitely don't want to move this army yet. It would be a lot of dust to finish that. In answer to my unasked question. I'm actually bringing this whole army. Go, go, go. We have enough slots in the army to accommodate even the dredges. Okay. This army has 4 more guys in it than that. Alright, that's kind of frustrating. Where did those guys go? How are they not here? I mean, they're right here, actually. I can see them. That's really annoying. I am not happy. I'm not happy with this. Alright, well, let's do it, I guess. And by it, I mean the exact same thing we just did. Except slightly more carefully. Okay. You get to go here. You are in hold position mode and you go here. Hold. Hold. Hold, but go here first. Honestly, our hero, I think... Oh no, never mind. I was going to say our hero's still going to get a shot, but then the guy moved further away. I assume, out of desperate cowardice. Alright, with any luck, they'll block the Guardian. Nope. They stayed split up enough to leave a nice little path for him. Wasn't that polite of them? Oh, we don't have any reinforcements coming. Blocking the reinforcement flanks isn't actually helping me. But I have to be careful not to move. Not to move forward enough to take extra hits from the bad guy, I mean. Okay, they directed their guy around to the wrong side for a moment there. And our hero will still be able to fire. Do an okay amount of damage. Yeah, this sucks. I don't know why I don't get to use the rest of my army. They were definitely moved before the attack happened. Oh hey, the hero picked his own target, and he did a good job. So this is going to be turn 5. Fortunately, they're bottlenecking themselves a little bit. 237, Jesus. These guys hit so hard. Alright, well, at max, one of them can attack our hero. because there's only one space that actually has access to the space he's standing in. And we dealt some damage to them this time at least. Killed 2 units. Okay, and our city stands for another turn. Hey Red, where the hell are your troops? I opened my borders to you for a reason. Okay, here we go. If you wouldn't mind, you know, participating in this battle, maybe. He did take another pink territory. These units are so weak that it feels like it can't possibly be worth it to put them into the battle. Well, we just have to keep on keeping on, but this is looking pretty bad. Alright, so... get some of that, too. I can't believe how many turns it's still going to take us. I guess it is actually our fourth max tier tech, so maybe it's not so unbelievable. Can we upgrade these dredges to actually be good combat units? Because if I don't, I think we might lose the city. So we have Adamantian. We definitely have to go to one-handed hammers because we can't afford anything else. Let's try upgrading the armor. Use dust shields because, like I said, we can't really afford to use strategics on our shields. And actually, improved life 3 and regen. So we're probably not going to be able to afford... Wow, we can't even afford it next turn? Really? Each one of them is 718. Okay. How about if we nix this thing? Each one of them is 535. Still way too high. And you don't actually gain anything from a retrofitting, I believe. Oh, he must gain armor. But mostly what it does is swap what strategic his weapon's made out of, so I'm okay with not doing that. Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to upgrade one more of them before the battle next turn. Feels pretty bad. We could sell something. What do we have a lot of? Absolutely nothing. We have a fair amount of mithrite. Mithrite is certainly the most valuable thing here. In order to upgrade the rest of them, I would need... No, I'm trying to select this army here. What do I need? I need 1069. So, I need this to be 208. So I need to sell... Unfortunately, quite a lot. Jeez. Alright. As soon as we get our dust for the turn, we gotta do this. Nope, not all of them, though. I just like the fact that it changes which units you have selected, like, very frequently. Okay, well, Red's marching an awful lot of units in. I think what's happening here is the game's way of giving Glea to Red. He has so many fewer units now. We managed to kill off a rider from the city and the rider from the Hearth Vanguard. Alright, let me make sure that all of our pressing business elsewhere is taken care of. Did we build a tower in this city already? I don't think we did. Nope. I guess this is the place where it's most likely to be useful at all. It's not likely to be useful at all anywhere, but that's the place where it's closest. Okay, then do those things. Alright. We got a stockpile that we can put on the end of the queue. All we have to do is not lose this city. Just play defense. With fewer, what do you call it? With fewer riders, we won't take quite as much damage either, because it'll take his units a little bit more time to get to us. I also don't like the fact that if you change a unit's strategy, it erases current orders. Because I do need everybody to be hold position. Alright. We can make this slow and expensive. That's about the best we got. Alright. I think... I mean, we can even back this up further, right? There's no reason we have to be this far forward. Yeah, we're not going to take any hits at all. Like, even this next turn, I think. I'm going to leave the dredge right where he is. I'm going to move the monk to here next turn. Oh, or maybe not. Oh no, the monk has a significant initiative lead. Okay. Try to put all the dredges next to each other where they can fight together a little bit. Hey, it's done! With those stalwarts in one of the very, very coveted positions from which you can actually attack. Alright, so we're definitely losing a dredge. We might lose the monk as well. We might lose all the dredges. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, we're losing the monk. But, you know what we're not doing is getting hit by that guardian. We are engaging in a strategy called total defense. You might be tempted to say cowardice, but I wouldn't. No reason, really. Just wouldn't say that. Ooh, 349. Ouch. Oh man, are we actually going to keep both of these, like, 3 of our 4 units? Did we inflict almost as much damage on them as they did on us? Look at that. Look at that defender's advantage at work there. Yeah, you run on. He's got bigger problems in the very near future. Okay. How's everything going up here? You guys have to get down here. Like, a lot faster than you're currently going. Yeah, they're not going to be relevant for next turn. Hopefully we won't have to fight quite as many units next turn. Are we really doing everything we can for science? Is this the best outcome we have available? You're rebuilding a Haunts village. Oh, your outputs are all screwy because you're sieged. It's not a big deal. You are building a Nidya village. Or no, this is the faction. Oh, you're building a dust refinery. Yeah. Oh, Uskiv. Uskiv needs to be put back on science. We got the most important things. If I move everybody back to science, how many turns are left on this Imperial News Network? Oh, I want to get it done. It'll help. Alright, these guys have their orders. They're not going to be in range for the next turn of battling. Hopefully red will be enough of a distraction. Go, go, go. You know what I didn't do is try to see if Pink was at all interested in a truce. Nope, all of their units still very committed. Well, we don't actually have a choice. Out of curiosity, I'm sure I can't negotiate while there's a battle up. No, truce is still looking pretty unfavorable. He really wants Glea. But Red's gonna conquer Tenelm shortly. I just don't understand what is his problem. Why does he need to be so aggressive with me? Alright, well, basically the same play. The same battle over and over again. Yep. So, ready. Everybody go into hold position. We're going to take real advantage of this cliff. So you go back to here, because you only have 2 moves. That's as far as you'll get this turn. You, I guess, just chill. You go back to here. The plus side is that combat causes our hero to heal way faster than he normally would. Thanks to all the regen. Yeah, back to full. It would take a lot more than 2 turns for him to get back to full off of just natural healing. Alright, here come the first riders. Slow enough that I don't know for sure. They're probably not going to hit us until turn 5. We're probably only going to have to endure 2 turns of actual attacks. Oh, I always forget that stalwarts have 3 move, not 2. Well, that was nice. Our guys took 0 damage. Alright, I dare say I think we got a good shot at surviving this one again. Hero's slowly healing people with his arrow shooting aura. Ooh. That hurts, though. Alright. Here's hoping for a lucky stun. The dredges are actually faster than the stalwarts, so... Nope, no stun. Ooh, that was the wrong target. I should have specified. I don't know that I'm gonna, yeah. I'm not gonna get to choose this turn. Ooh, alright. No one shot, that's good. Our hero's at 116, so barring some incredibly powerful strike from the Kekators, we live, but we have nothing left in the tank. Next battle will be the end of this city. Yeah. Even if we had been pumping troops out at maximum efficiency, I don't think that it would have mattered. I don't think we could have held the city for any longer. Trying to get this down to 1 turn. Okay. That helps a little. I imagine we can't Put stockpiles to use in siege cities. It's got to be true. So, I don't really... I guess with there being no roving clans player in the game, there actually are units here. 2752. Never mind. I guess they're equipped with era-appropriate weaponry. That's not that crazy. Boy, a bunch of orcs would actually be really great right now. Hey, Pink. Really, you're less interested in a truce. You are a dickhead. So yeah, Red's not going to attack Tenelm until Pink takes Glea, I'm sure. And that's 7 points of population that we're losing. That's certainly going to hurt our ability to get where we were going. Alright. So we have to build a new army. We have to equip them with the latest and greatest. We're going to have to buy a lot of that gear. And we have to finish the Serum of Iteru. Alright. I apologize leaving you in suspense, but I am on a little bit of a real-life time crunch today, so that's going to be it for this episode. Come back next time. We're going to try desperately to negotiate for the future of our kingdom. We're going to hope Red sweeps in. Red, our new ally, sweeps in to save us, and then we're going to try desperately to rip out their heart when they least expect it. We'll see you then.